Hi, welcome to the Maximum Edge Sports Wagering Show. My name is John Santucci. Call me Tooch. With me, as always, is Anthony from Pound It Sports. And Anthony, Friday we've got some college football.
Oh yeah, looking forward.
We got 3 games on tap. Thursday night, last night, the Jaguars and Bengals, and we had Bengals -7, and Bengals really not as good as we thought. Jacksonville we probably should have seen it coming that Jacksonville is probably due for a win. Your thoughts?
Yeah, it was just really hard for me to take the Jaguars, especially on the road. Bengals haven't looked horrible. It was a letdown game coming off a win versus Steelers, but definitely a game that I don't regret taking the Bengals because I think Bengals was the right play. We hit the teasers. We hit the under in the Virginia game. The Bengals -7 didn't score. The over missed by 1 point. Went 2-2 overall for VIPs, but overall there's just no way I can touch the Jaguars, especially on the road. It is what it is. We move on to the next day. Can't win them all.
Yeah, Trevor Lawrence looked a lot better. You got to admit he scrambled, he threw the ball away, took better care of the ball. Jacksonville was able to run the ball pretty well against Cincinnati. They actually had a chance to win that game.
They did. They did. They did. It's
So
I think they just got lucky because they're not a good team at all whatsoever. They have a couple good players, but outside of
yeah,
that, they're not good. They're not good at
right,
all.
right. And Cincinnati also not as good a team as we thought. Probably the best team in that
They're
division.
average.
Average. The best team in that division is probably Cleveland, Baltimore. Those two probably the top two, maybe one and one A, one B. They'll be battling it out throughout the season.
Baltimore is just injured. Baltimore was injured before the season started, so
Yeah,
it's hard to judge Baltimore. But yeah, I mean they're clawing and fighting. They're going to be doing that the whole season.
yep.
But they're not that dominant Baltimore Ravens team that we're used to seeing the past couple of years.
And Pittsburgh Steelers have got trouble on the offensive line. They had a hard time with Cincinnati last weekend. Cincinnati went into Pittsburgh, won that game, and that was kind of where all the steam on Cincinnati was from that last game against Pittsburgh. And that's why the line was so high against Jacksonville, and it was up to us to spot, a possible letdown space. But we're learning the season's early. We did hit the Thursday night game, like you said. Our free plays hit. We hit both the free plays from last night.
We have one free play. It was a teaser.
One free
Yep.
play.
We hit the under. I mean, our lane was Virginia +4, +3.5, whatever it was. And our lane was on the under. We teased the under to 68 points, and we teased the Bengals down to 1.5, and they both cashed. So yeah, we won 2 straight free plays for the show.
Right, and Arlene was Virginia in that game plus the points. They end up winning outright. So another good call, another good reason to watch the show. So tonight, 3 games. Let's talk about the first game on tap. It's Houston at Tulsa. That's Houston is a +3 road dog, over under 54. I'm kind of on leaning Tulsa. Just Houston does not impress me at all. You and I had them against Navy, and they were bad.
Yeah, that
Tulsa's
was a very
played some tough
disappointing
teams.
10-unit bomb at home.
Yes.
Yeah.
Tulsa has played a tougher
And
schedule.
this game is such a throwout. I mean, I call it trash game. I hate both teams. I can't put money on either one, but I would lean Tulsa home field advantage, and that's the only way I would lean towards it. Otherwise, I'm, I don't like this game. I don't like either team.
Right. So stay away for Anthony. That hook is suspicious, 3.5. So Houston 3-1 record, 2-2 against the spread. They lost to Texas Tech. Then they beat 3 teams that are bad. They almost lost to Navy. Rice, Grambling, and Navy. Tulsa, they lost their season opener to University of California, Davis. It was 19-17 loss. Then they lost to Oklahoma State and Ohio State. Two good teams, Oklahoma State and Ohio State. And then they beat Arkansas State as their lone victory. So they just got on the win bet. They're 1-3. They're 2-2 against the spread. 65% of the bets are on Houston, though, and 59% of the money is on Houston. 66% of the bets are on the overs, but 63% of the money is on the under. I'm kind of leaning under if I had to pick a total. Total's gone under in 6 of Houston's last 9 games. It's gone under in 4 of the last 5 games between these 2 teams. So any thoughts on the total?
Flip a coin. I can't get a read on this game. These teams are both garbage. Like I said, the only reason I would take Tulsa is because they're at home, and that's how much of a toss-up this game is. I hate this game. Hate it.
Right, and is it the number line down to 3 now? So I have it at 3.5, but
yep.
All right.
3 so let's go and over under 53.
Okay, I've got over under 54. Okay, so it's moving down. I do like the under in that game. I don't think either offense is good. Tulsa's supposedly have a better offensive team, but Houston was supposed to be.
Defense is trash too.
Both teams' defense is bad. Houston's supposed to be a high-flying offense. They have not shown it. Let's talk about Iowa going to Maryland. The number 5 team, Iowa, at number 27, Maryland. You've got -3 now. I had -3.5. It opened at -4. Iowa -4.
It just went up to 3.5.
Okay, so it's at 3.5 now. Well, Iowa is 4-0. Both these teams 4-0. They're both 3-1 against the spread. We got caught last week taking Iowa against the spread, and they couldn't cover versus Colorado State. Were they looking ahead to this game, you think?
This is going to be a great game. I love Maryland in this game. Iowa's offense is nothing to brag about. They have no receivers. They struggle throwing the ball down the field. If they're not running the ball and getting good field position from their defense and special teams, they struggle to move the ball. Maryland got the home field advantage, but they struggled versus a really easy team, I like to say, Illinois, in Maryland. So if you're going to struggle versus Illinois, Iowa's a hell of a lot better than Illinois. So this game can go both ways. But I'm leaning Maryland. I think, but the bad thing about leaning Maryland is that's the public dog tonight. It's the public dog. Everybody's eyeing Maryland, even though the money's on Iowa. So the catch 22, I like to say.
Right, 68% of the bets on Iowa, 71% of the money on Iowa, 54% of the bets on the under, and 65% of the money is on the under. That would be my Iowa and the under, man. That's always a good bet. Your thoughts on the total? You like the under?
Oh, yeah. There's just no way you take an over. Always. You have to take the under. 47 is a decent number for an Iowa game, for a team that doesn't put a lot of points on the board and also doesn't give up a lot of points. Maryland's is in the same boat. Look at when they beat Illinois. What was it, 17-14 or something like that in the range? So I mean, we're very easily could see like a 20-13 type game. I don't think we're going to see a lot of 7s. I think we're going to see quite a few field goals.
Yeah, and the numbers support the under. Total's gone under 5 of 6 Iowa's last games, 6 of 7 of Maryland's last games, and 7 of 8 of Maryland's last 8 games against a Big Ten opponent. So that really supports the under. Maryland does have one really good player, man, Dante Demas, who's a big wide receiver. He's kind of like a miniature Terrell Owens. He'll be fun to watch. And of course, they've got Tua Tagovailoa's little brother at quarterback. So they do like to throw the ball. I don't think Iowa's seen a passing game like Maryland. If I was leaning the side, I probably would take the home dog. Again, you and I like to tease up. We like to tease that home dog up too, So a possible teaser with Maryland and the under might be a good play. Let's talk about that third game. BYU at Utah State. I've got BYU minus 9.5 on the road. This game opened at minus 8.5 with a total of 58. It's over under sitting at 62 now. So people expecting a lot of points in this game. Are you expecting a shootout?
Well, this number is based basically on Utah State lost to Boise 27-3 at home. They're at home again, and BYU is a very good team. Nobody really remembers what they did last year. Just because Zach Wilson's not on the team doesn't mean they can't score. And the quarterback now, he's a stud. He's got weapons. He's got a decent defense. They beat South Florida 35-27. I don't consider that a quality win, as I always say about USF. It's a bunch of players that could play at the YMCA. That's how bad they are. So you only need to win by 8. I don't know. Is South Florida worse than Boise? Obviously Boise would rape USF, but BYU's got quality wins. Arizona State, they beat Utah, Arizona.
Yep.
BYU's for real. Would I take the points on this one? Yes. I think that it's going to be right on the number, though. I don't think Utah State, they're a run-first offense. They can't run the ball. They're in big, big trouble. So I'll take BYU with the point and go to sleep because I go to bed early.
So laying 9.5 points for BYU.
I would. 1,000%.
All right. And 68% of the bets are on BYU, 50% of the money, although only 50% of the money on BYU. So some people hoping that number, or some people thinking that number is a little big. And yet 63% of the money's on the under. So the numbers support the under as well. Total's gone under in 6 of 7 of BYU's last games. Although the total's gone over in 5 of Utah State's last 6 games against BYU. So that's probably why there's some money on the over too. But 62 is a lot bigger number. That's 9 touchdowns to go over.
Yeah, so
I
did these.
You got 65.5
3 hours ago, and it was 65.5.
There's no way. That is
65.5. That was 3 hours ago. It went on 3 points.
I would lean under there. I don't think Utah State can put up its half of that. So let's talk
back to BYU is going to have to cover 40, 50 points.
Right. Yeah. I'm leaning under in this one as well. And that's it for the 3 games tonight. Let's talk about some promotions that you got going on for Pounded Sports and for Max Edge.
So I got 3 games, 3 bets for tonight in Friday Night Football. And if we don't go 3-0, you get a free week. Goes back to I always say, if we go 2-1, you get a free week regardless. I do have a 10-unit bomb for tonight, so you don't want to miss out on that. Go to poundedsports.com. It's $20 for the night. You either win a buttload of money or you get a free week. It's pretty and simple. We're going to have a huge week, and I'm really looking forward to Saturday and Sunday this week.
Very nice. And let's talk about, are we talking about Max Edge? Okay, great. So subscribe to the Max Edge Podcast YouTube channel. Send your screenshot to either Anthony or myself, and you can join our exclusive VIP page that includes 1 free play a day. The 1 free VIP play.
4-1.
4-1 so far.
4-1 in free plays.
Yeah.
The VIP.
So
and it's free.
After you screenshot your subscription to the YouTube channel, DM us and we will give you the follow. Send a follow request to the VIP page, Max Edge VIP, right? The Max Edge VIP. And then you'll get access to 1 free VIP play per day. Free. So thank you for watching and supporting. We're going to give away a free college football play today. Here we go. All right. Our free play record, 12, 10, and 2. Not bad. That's up a few units there. So we're doing a 2-team teaser. 6 points. We're doing the Iowa-Maryland under. We'll tease that up to 53. There's no way it's going over 53.5. And take a BYU down to -3.5. This is a great bet. I'm gonna place this one right after I get off the show. So I like this bet a lot. Man, that's nice. So
I love it. I love it. I don't see any weakness out of it.
I don't either.
It's a bet of both best of both worlds in this.
Yep. Agree. All right. So we will see you back here tomorrow, right? 9 a.m. Central, 10 a.m. Eastern. And we'll be talking college football. We'll be talking some great games, man, tomorrow. Great games. Arkansas, Georgia, Cincinnati, Notre Dame, Mississippi, Alabama. We'll be hitting those 3 games, maybe a couple others. We'll see you tomorrow at 9 a.m. Central and 10 a.m. Eastern. Thanks, Anthony.
And I'm the team cap. He's the preview, and I'm the main attraction.
Unstoppable, unconquerable, on top of the world, accomplishing the impossible. Unstoppable, unconquerable, on top of the world, accomplishing the impossible.
Invincible hustle, mighty desire to conspire, to transpire.